I might just keep moving. I'll do some more towards the end. We got a couple of poets to get through. So Jessie, if you want to jump up, if you're ready.
Woo! Jessie!
What time is this?
Hello. Hi. How's it going? Yeah, weird. I wrote a thing ages ago, like years ago, when I was all like, the world hates me. Yeah, so like, I think it's a nice slice of where I was, and also I think at the time I was also like, this isn't actually the right way to think, So I don't know, I just wrote a thing. It's a bit, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stumble a lot. Blackness, or something. This heartbeat now thumping brings you closer to feeling. Where you were, you don't know, soon to question for meaning. For now, you don't care though, you're breathing. It's seething, the lights in the room or the scents in the air or you're heaving. You know how you feel, but in time, those are questions unanswered. For now though, just glance up, you see her, beaming. Like rain for the first time to one who's never seen it. Like pain for a lost love has finally depleted. Like a miracle finds someone who's lost meaning, you cry, not sure why. Now your tiny heart is beating. Time goes by, as it does. You learn sounds formed as words, you learn love. You learn building blocks and right and wrong. Simple, yes, but imperative. You learn your personality and carry it, safe in this chariot of care, here to share in the splendors of what you learned is earth as you stare to the universe. It calls you. You're addicted to learning. You're yearning for what comes next. Let it wait. Give it time. For now, each new moment feels like rain for the first time to one who's never seen it. Like the pain of a lost toy has finally receded. You feel needed and loved, and you are. Time goes by as it does. You've seen rain for the first time. Now life is about forming two lines and who hides and who finds. You've learned friendship, fickle yet close-knit, prickles and clothes, pets, backyards and roast spit, warm nights, frost and bite, and ghosts. You learn ghosts, or things of that caliber. There's more to this world that might challenge us, arguments and falling outs and malice, but it's not as bad as it could be. You look to the sky's mystery, and the promise of more feels like rain for the second time to one who's seen it once before. Feelings of lost love being brought back, so scenic does this future look, starry eyes and library books. When the time comes for time to go, things aren't as slow as they were. You discover a new world, so nervous, few familiar faces do surface, but none that you'd hoped for. You're starting again, learning anew how things work in this world. Swirlies and girls and burly blokes boasting better bodies than yours. New chores, not as great, but with better pay rates. You've learned money and funny and dates. To top it all off, there are two more things. Ones that sting with anticipation and dread, pontification in head. Now there's God and career in bed. You think, you've not finished learning, but you've got to decide. You look to the horizon and prize logic from inside. The promise of a new world greatly trumps your newfound fear. Hormones and bed rash and homework and career. But what's God? Touching that thought feels like rain in a drought. For a town that's been dry, or a crush on a girl who you let catch your eye. Is it time to move on, you think? It felt like a blink, water pours from their eyes, that's gone from your mind. Just drinking and loving, tying ropes to tree branches, smoke and freelances high in the atmosphere of being free. Dances at clubs and he fancies she. Maybe one day you'll see you were immature, but for now just live, experience. And before realizing that it all felt like rain to a man thirsty for days, you move on to career and things change. Maybe you do what you love, maybe not. Either way, you feel you're trapped in a box, not knowing what's up, no help where you're lost, just uphills and downhills and boss. Sure, you still see your friends on weekends, depending on traffic on the coast or deadlines, but every week becomes every second one, so on and so forth. Now life is thought and drink and driving and working in port. Then you see her, a beam of light amongst monotony. God, is this what is planned for me? Do I dance with these feelings like rain for a garden that isn't its greenest, or love for the fifth time with more of a promise? She becomes your new world, your anchor, and two words are spoken. You open your eyes and you're discovering things over again, like rain when you saw it for the first time, but then things pick up speed. Your life doesn't halt for good times, deadlines come fast, relatives pass, mom can only be seen in picture frames you clean between working at work or at home. You comb the usual brush over your head as she lays in bed after one night of few, you two were alone. Go sit on your throne and spend no time living. This is career. Between this and God, there's nothing else giving. That feeling of rain, as if rain wasn't normal. In one way or another, pain will find mortals. As you are no exception, she has to leave somehow. Whether you fell out or she fell out of this world, she's gone now. The things that you let yourself learn lately boil down to how the world works and what the TV says. Weekends, a dead bed is no solace. There's no one to wrap your arms around. Is this what God planned? Does anyone miss me? Port becomes whiskey, so wrought by the system and misled by misinformation of rain soon to come. You learned of the rain, not so beautiful, pain, loss, disaster and chaos, war, famine and flame. Stop, go back to the day lost in time. This capsule of mine, nothing changes but mind, not so sweet, it's fine. You know too much for what's to come. Where's God if there is one? Whiskey becomes hard drugs and piss drunk. Work come home, wait for the rain to come. What is the rain now? Could it be somehow that there's something better after this? You more than just miss what you had as a kid. She beamed down on you before. Does she look down on you still? There's no sense anymore. You're now brittle and sore. Doctors' visits galore. Hairs are grey. Stares this way come from kids who one day want to see rain. Want to know what you know. You've learned all you can, but you've more room to grow. So many questions unanswered, so many regrets. Rain is now snow to a man who is cold and dying. It's now love to a man who can't think of it without hurting. It's now death to a man who will never know meaning. And though maybe you'll know, maybe you won't. Blackness or something. So that's an example of how life, not to do life, yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.